Still on this topic, the Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Dingyadi, recently said self-defense is not an option Nigerians should explore in the face of uncertainties in the country. In our next package, we got retired senior military and police officers to add their voices to the narrative. Have a look.
In Nigeria today, we have the insurgents, that is the Boko Haram and ISWAP elements that are working to form an Islamic State in Nigeria. Then we have the bandits who engage in kidnapping for kidnapping purposes.
There is a social contract that places on government the responsibility to protect Nigerians. In fact, it's a critical part of our constitution.
To what extent are we carrying people along in terms of security, in terms of good governance, accountability, and the rest?
No society would allow itself to be killed the way Nigerians are being killed.
Glaringly becoming clear that the government of the day is lacking in capacity to defend its citizens.
I totally disagree with the calls from some quarters in Nigeria that people should arm themselves and defend themselves in the wake of the general insecurity we're having in the country.
When you say arm yourself, you are indirectly arming agitators of self-rule or self-determination to pick up their arms, keep it for the D-Day.
Nigeria is already weaponized. My consultancy did a project where we tried to identify the number of small arms and light weapons in circulation in Nigeria. Now, we came up with a figure of 6.5 million small arms and light weapons in circulation. Now, out of that 6.5 million, we also established that there were 586,000 in the hands of the law enforcement agencies, about 9 of them. Now, we also went further to establish that there are about 1 million in the hands of licensed Nigerians. That means there are about 4.5 million that are in the hands of non-state actors. The community policing strategy, that is the best way for Nigerians to be involved, as it were, in protecting themselves. Now, I know that the implementation of that community policing strategy is a bit slow, but we can also put pressure, first off on our legislators, and then also on the executive arm of government to ask critical questions. Why is it that you've launched this policy, but you are not implementing the policy?
Honestly, from what we have seen in other parts of the world, it is one of the best ways to deal with problems at local level before they escalate.
The national security strategy needs to be looked into and reviewed to ensure that technology is foremost in whatever operations the security forces are doing.
1, funding. 2, manpower issues. 3, logistics and equipment. 4, training. 5, welfare and motivation. If you address those 5 issues, you have addressed well over 65% of the inherent deficits in the national security sector in this country.
There are a couple of drivers of insecurity, and all of those drivers need to be addressed. And I'll quickly mention them. Address the socio-economic grievance. There is a lot of political, economic, and social grievances within the country. Secondly, unemployment and poverty. The levels of unemployment and poverty in the country are very alarming, and we also need to see better collaboration and coordination between the federal and state government to address these issues.
We have agencies and establishments that we do not take advantage of them or fund them accordingly. Take, for instance, I think there is a commission in charge of border communities. To what extent is that commission functioning? and to what extent that these border communities are being catered for.
Now we are agreed that the borders are porous. Will the immigration and custom come and tell us this is the strategy they have for enhancing border management strategies? What year, what period do they need to ensure that they meet that objective? That's the type of budgeting and key performance indicators I would like to see. Until we reach that stage, unfortunately, we're going to have porous borders, we're going to have insecurity across the country.
We have to critically evaluate our criminal justice system.
People are able to offend and to get away with it. So the deterrence element within every criminal justice system is not playing very effectively in Nigeria.
There must be collaboration between the formal security forces and then the informal groups at the vigilante level that will work towards protecting themselves.
See something, say something. Be very much mindful of the fact that your security is actually your responsibility.
We cannot afford to arm people in every locality. It will only lead to chaos, anarchy, and then lead this country into a civil unrest that we don't know where it will stop.
Interesting perspectives there. Still to come on Just Nigeria. Environmentalists teach some residents of Makoko community waste upscaling. We'll bring you that story and more after the break. Stay with us.